One of the biggest problems of governance and politics these days is the fact that citizens do not know how to ask or request for their rights. Now, no politician, get me right, no politician is doing you a favor for serving you. They're not doing us any favor. Any politician who is holding a public office is there because he's there to serve you. But these days, we've painted a scenario where there's so much power in the hands of politicians that we, the citizens, do not have any iota of strength to demand for what is actually constitutionally yours. Now, that has become so bad that when you now begin to ask for your right or for accountability, it now becomes a problem. Now, what I've done today is to actually streamline and bring out the core responsibilities of every House of Rep member. What do they owe you? So that you will understand that a politician can be in that place for 4 years, 8 years, 12 years, yet they do not in any way have any right to help your life. And when you now begin to demand or request for accountability, they will now begin to call you that you're a bad person. If all of us as citizens begin to ask and demand for our right as citizens of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, I tell you something, Nigeria will become a better place for all of us. Now just come with me, as I take you through what are those responsibilities of a House of Rep member. 1, lawmaking. Let me ask you this question. How many times have your House of Rep members gone there to make laws that will favor you? How many times? A House of Rep member is supposed to propose and debate on voting bills, amending existing laws to address national and constituency needs. Needs as in, what are you supposed to have? What is supposed to be legitimately your own as being a citizen of the Federal Republic of Nigeria? That is their main job. You need light. You need good road. You need hospitals. You need education. You need good health care. That is what they are supposed to do for you. So that when they begin to come, it amazes me when we see during election times, the House of Rep member will come and share rice, and everybody will be happy. Everybody calls sharing of rice empowerment. Sharing of rice is not an empowerment. It's supposed to make laws that will guide you, laws that will speak about your rights as a citizen of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and not to come and share rice and you will be happy. Calm down, don't go anywhere. You see, participating in committee work to scrutinize legislation. There's so much committee work that they can do for you. How many times do they do that? Instead, when they just come and share small things, everybody will be excited. A House of Rep member is supposed to represent you. Representation. He's there. It's just like sending email. Say, Ima, can you go and represent us? When they go there, what will they do? They are supposed to be there to speak your voice. He's not there on his own accord. No. A House of Rep member is not there on his own accord. He's there because you ask him to go there. He's there because he's there to serve you. He's there to represent you. It's like all of us collectively agreed that okay, you know what, this time to this time, let Ima go and represent. Meaning, even you watching this video can also go and represent. So it's not the birthright of any particular person or group of persons. That is why it amazes me how people go there to represent us for 12 years. Yet, nothing tangible, nothing good can be celebrated. They're just there to represent themselves and themselves alone. No, they are there to represent you and me. And if somebody goes to represent you, what does it entail? It all means that you have the right to demand for accountability. If they gave him 1,000 naira to go and spend in Ikom and Buki Federal Constituency, you have the right to ask him, Baba, this money where you collect, how and how you use them. It's our right. The problem is that we do not care. Anything goes. If we, the young people, or well, I don't they come up from young people now, if the younger people begin to demand, if we started demanding for pure, proper representation all this while, I'm sure Nigeria is going to be a better place. But guess what? Once it's political time, they just come around us and share money, just share envelopes, 10,000, 20,000. Everybody is happy. Some people will carry ballot boxes for them. My dear, don't go and buy for any politician. Buy for any politician. Are you happy? So they are there to represent you, serving as the voice of the constituents in the National Assembly, representing the concerns and needs and aspirations of the people they represent. They go there to speak your voice. What is that thing you need? Most of them do not come to the villages or except until elections time. That on its own is wrong. Every House of Rep member is supposed to represent you and not represent themselves or their pockets. Maintaining regular engagement with constituents through meetings and consultations. Consultations. How many times has your House of Rep member come back to ask you, constituency ABC, what and what do you want? What and what do you need? These are the things we're supposed to start holding them responsible for. Before they move any bill, before they move any motion, they are supposed to come and consult their constituents. What is it that we want? What is it that we need? How are our roads? Roads. We are still talking about roads in our present dispensation now. They are supposed to ask us, what do we need? Agbokim waterfalls. If they go and ask Agbokim people, what do you need? I'm sure Agbokim people will tell them they need a road. And guess what? When they fix a road, development will naturally come into a place. Development will come. If House of Rep members in Ikom have a consultation program with the constituents in Ikom and ask them, Ikom people, what do you want? I'm sure Ikom people will say they have not had light for 4 years or more. How can a community, a local government area that is one of the highest revenue generating local government area, stay without light for 4 years? 4 years, then nobody sees anything wrong in it. It's a very, very big problem. But one thing I was told is whenever you agree or decide to do the right thing, you can actually do the right thing. They should have regular engagements with constituency through meetings and consultations. Even if it's periodically, must not be every month. Could be every month, but even if it's not every month, quarterly, 6 months, meet with your people, ask them, how are you people faring? What do you want? People will tell you what they want. That is what your House of Rep member is supposed to do. What do we do? every 4 years. We just vote them in. Once they are voted in, voila, they go. Once they go, they now begin to do things that they want to do. And at the end of the day, who suffers? Me and you. Oversight of government. That is another responsibility of theirs. Oversight of government. Monitoring the activities of ministries, departments, and agencies. Do you know how many ministries and agencies we have in Nigeria? Each of them has something they are doing in your constituency. It is the job of the House of Rep member to make sure that he monitors the activities of Ministry of Health in Ikom, activities of agencies like SMIDA in Ikom. When he goes around, he will now begin to bring projects that will benefit your people. So stop rejoicing, stop feeling good when they come and share bags of rice, because we know in Nigeria now the best thing you can give to anybody is a bag of rice. Rice is not the responsibility. Bag of rice is just like somebody just felt like dashing you rice. I'm not a House of Rep member, but I dash people rice. They should do their job. They are not doing us a favor. And he say, he has brought this, he has brought that, he has brought that. That is his responsibility. That is his job. Let him do it. Yes, let them do it. They are not doing us a favor. That is why we send them there. We didn't send them to Abuja to just go there and be flexing. No, we send them there to represent us and stand in for us, not to go there and represent themselves. You call them on phone, they can't even answer, can't even pick your calls, and become untouchable. No. They go and ask in ministries, Ministry of Sports, what are you doing? Some House of Rep member, senator, and then became sports minister. Yet, nothing to write home about in sports in their constituency, not to talk of their state. Don't worry, we are coming there. Investigate government spending and policy implementation. Meaning, House of Rep member is supposed to serve as a watchdog to the government, state government. They're supposed to investigate how much is government spending in XYZ. What are the policy implementations of XYZ? That is their job. But they do not do it. They will share bad rice for us, and everybody will be happy. Hold